Okay, dear students, I hope you had a nice lunch and you are enjoying the food nicely. And some of them are going to have your lunch. Okay, anyhow, on the assumption that you are listening nicely, and today we are going to discuss some interesting stories and some qualities of the entrepreneurs. Okay, somewhat interesting. It depends upon you. I think some of the psychology students are also here, so I think they may know about that one. Even then, we are going to discuss about that one. This is coming part of the impactful venturer in your syllabus. It is impactful venturer. Once we completed, we will go back to types of entrepreneurship. Not entrepreneurs. We already completed the types of entrepreneur. We'll move on to the type of entrepreneurship. These qualities are created for the entrepreneurs, especially which is based upon the 2021 concept. Okay. I hope most of you are practicing these qualities. So when we are seeing all these qualities, you must know as a student what we can do in our campus also, how you can develop your own entrepreneurship style inside the classroom also. That's also very nice. So before going to the thing, we'll see last class only 2 answers. I think I have to make this one as compulsory within 2 weeks so that everybody will answer. Now in case of reflections, only 2 students answered yesterday only. That is, my question was on the last day is, how will you classify this year Rahman, who studied in UK, came back, everything. So some of you mentioned nicely as an individual entrepreneur, some of them mentioned as the spontaneous entrepreneur. One student as spontaneous entrepreneur. Okay, both answers are correct. And now we are depending upon the spontaneous entrepreneur because he entered in this scenario with a nice value. That is why we can say they must be spontaneous entrepreneur. Since only few discussion, we'll move on to the topic. Next time, I expect more students to join in the discussion, okay? So after 2 weeks, I will make them as the compulsory so that everybody will participate in the discussion. And today podcast, we are going to discuss separately in the next hour. So one of the organization released about the top Indian startups 2021. They introduced the concept of the startups and they identified some of the organization which are doing the startup nicely. And another thing, they are also giving some of the suggestions for the startups. They mentioned that premium domain names for sale, they are selling even the brand names. If you are going to commence a business, what type of name you can create, they are giving the suggestions and they shortlisted some of the good startups during this period, especially started late, but they are doing well in 2021. You are going to discuss in next hour. Even then, you must know something about this organization. Say, for example, Apna, Ather Energy, after me, how these entrepreneurs are motivated, what type of qualities these people have, and how they are coming forward by overtaking their stigma and fear. Most of the people are having fear to enter into the business. That is the first one. Then the stigma, which refers to the somebody will say something, they will oppose us, all these things will come. And they may find very tough to do things and take risk. But here you can see, most of them has taken a nice decision and different forms of startups are emerging. Once upon a time, only few startups used to emerge in the same sectors. But nowadays, it is not like that. You can see different sectors and in a different method, their business model itself is entirely different. They are focusing like that. That is why I showcase that one. So at the end, I will ask the question. So don't worry, even you are going to present. So after that, I will tell the question for today's class. You have to answer, okay? Another important news when I gone through the Indian entrepreneurs, I'm surprised to see the two persons, especially girls, since most of the entrepreneurs today we are going to discuss based upon the woman. Here you can see me, the sister entrepreneurs disrupting India's flower industry with floral startup called Rose Bazaar, which is located in Bangalore. I think some of you know about the Rose Bazaar. Two girls came forward. I think you might have read that story. Yasoda and Riya. They were born in Bangalore. They grew up in Bangalore, but they went to Ethiopia for their further studies. Then they completed their collegiate education in US. They returned back to Bangalore. Maybe due to their parental values, they returned back to Bangalore and created a new startup called Rose Bazaar. Remember the two girls, and they used to mention that we used to create something new in Bangalore, even though Bangalore was very famous in those days for the Rose Bazaars. Most of the flower market was located in Bangalore. Even now, I am saying it is located now. But in some other places are dominating, but Bangalore is still famous for the flowers. They mentioned that. You can see the quote. As I spent more time working in India, it became very obvious that Indians interact with flowers in very different way. See that one, very different way. That means that during the morning time, the pujas will happen in some of the houses, most of the cases in Bangalore. So by that time, they need flower. Then for different lifestyles, each day, even if they wish to go for evening walk, they used to have the flower. That is the tradition. And they were very much fond of cut roses. So they identified these type of sense among the people. So when they identified, they create a new, and they used to create a new model. They are not selling the rose flowers. Instead of what they did, they created a subscription-based model. Subscription-based model means every month you have to pay, like Amazon Prime. Every month you have to pay. We will supply the flowers. They will charge subscription per month, minimum amount. And they used to charge from 600 to 1,000. And if you are asking for morning flower by 6:30 or 5:30 for doing the puja, what they mentioned, we are ready to supply morning itself fresh flowers. See that one. They created a unique business model. And it made it a successful one. How they send the flowers by morning time, they use the platform of Danso and Swiggy. Swiggy is also now providing all these services. Danso is very famous for distributing this product. Even in case of food, I think now some of them are in college, means your mom is sending the food from the home using the Danso. That is quite natural nowadays. So these people used the network created by others. We used to call it as affiliation model. And they are not selling every day. They used to charge 600 rupees per month or 1000 rupees per month. Every month they used to collect the money. See that one, a nice business model they created. See that one, they used to receive the call by 6:30. And every minute they have to update when the flower will reach. Most of them will say that our auspicious time is 5:40. So we need flowers by 5:15 to decorate the goddesses. So all these things will come. And these people understand all those things. And you can see by morning 5:15, they used to send the flowers to the home. That make him unique model. Usually they used to sell, most of them assume that they are selling the rose flowers every day, not only rose, any flowers. But it is not like that. They used to supply the flowers, whatever may be the purpose, even for a marriage occasion, anything. See that one. They have taken the risk of supplying 2 girls, not the boys. See that one. And when they are entered, they mentioned that we went a very long entrepreneurial journey. Most interesting thing is flowers, which unite Indians occur into different places and across different demographics, regions, and religions also. Whatever may be the religion, they used to offer flowers. See that one, they targeted around 2 million households across the India. Of course, they started in Bangalore as a startup one, and they were very successful. Now you can see the Rose Bazaar in Bangalore, Chennai, Mysore also they started. How they are expanding. So, dear students, you must know the risk-taking ability. What motivated to them? They never sell the flowers, or they never sell the flowers during morning hours by shouting, nothing. They were all sitting in the home. They know the source of flowers, where it is coming, and where the flowers are needed. Only these 2 things they know. Inside the home itself, early morning onwards, they used to identify the Swiggy or Donso for supplying the flowers. They directly go for the market and procure it and directly send it. Only job is morning time, some of the cases afternoon time, even evening time. See that one. What is the mindset of them? And their business revenue is coming from subscription, which means that every month they are getting the income. Not for 1 piece of rose flower or 1 piece of jasmine. It is not like that. So, based upon this Rose Bazaar story, you must understand how far you have to impact others. That is called impactful entrepreneurs. When you want to become an entrepreneur, you have to create a nice impact among the people. Only if you know about the people, you are able to create nice impact. Dear students, that is very, very essential. It is not only for the venturers, but also students like you. That is why we are discussing the professional qualities for an entrepreneur, which we need during this time. Okay, that is a nice introduction of that one. Let us see who are called the professionals. What are all the qualities? This is once upon a time. Once upon a time, we used to call it as the doctors, lawyers, engineers as the professional people. Now the time changed. Even the business people are said to be professional people. Anybody knows this person? I'm showing one image of one of the CEO. Any students who know this person?
Sir, any clue, sir?
Yes, he has written a nice book. Even it is in our library. The book title is Employees First, Customer Second. Employees first, customer second. And he used to run a big show in case of HCL. He worked previously in HCL.
Sir, is it Vineet Nair, sir?
Yes, correct, absolutely correct. Vineet Nair. He is the person who changed the perception of the style of performing of venturer. Of course, he was an intrapreneur. Intrapreneur means he was a CEO. He acted as a manager, then managing director of a big organization. Then later on, he moved out. He is having more startup. He is funding more startup. He written a nice book about the professional people. Usually in business, customers are considered as the first person. If you want to do the business, you have to see the customer. But he changed the concept of that one by writing the title itself, Employees First, Customer Second. The BCom and MCom students, they won't accept that one. Even I am something hesitating to accept, but which is said to be correct. In case of Rose Bazaar example, not only this one, any business, this very, very important. First, you have to empower your employees. You have to give importance for your own employees. Automatically, they will empower the customer. That was the first thing he mentioned. So today we are going to discuss from his book plus another book written by Kevin, which is regarding the entrepreneurship. What they used to tell about the professional qualities needed by this time. This is not an old book. Now what we need. And they used to call that each and every human being are called as a brand. That means if you want to do a business, you have to create a brand value for you. If Gibson wished to create a brand name, when you type the name of the Gibson Daniel in the Google, Gibson name should come first, not any other Gibson Daniel. I'm telling simple example, make yourself as the brand. That means, dear students, you have to brand yourself. That is why most of the postgraduate students will have the LinkedIn media. And they used to post all the activities which are plus points, even a small thing. Then only the public will know that your name. When you are entering into a business, they will know who is Gibson. In future, Gibson may create a nice app. So how the people will believe who is Gibson? Gibson should start branding himself now itself. That is what Vineet Nair mentioned clearly. Each and every person should not have ego, but they have to brand themselves. If you fail to brand yourself, your name won't come, your business will struggle in the beginning stage. That is why he recommended. You may have a desire to become an entrepreneur in future, but now itself, create a brand value for you. Who are you? What you are doing? Make your name in social media. At least with the nickname, you want to do the business, not your original name. Because most of the entrepreneurs, they are not having that one. That is the failure of the entrepreneurship in India. But now everybody realized, make your name as a brand. Simple example I told, if I type your name in the Google, your name should come. That means everybody is noticing you, even though they are not giving likes, etc. They have to realize who are you. That is the first essential professional qualities a person should have. That is why after 5 years or after 10 years, you are going to start the business. But now itself, make your name as a brand. You can, whatever the activities you are doing, you may submit the simple assignment. You have written something new, post it in social media. You may have some vision, but don't put the secret. You can tell your vision, how I am going to do. What are all your achievements? Post it in the media. You will once be a successful entrepreneur. Everybody will recognize you. That is what this person did once upon a time. Before commencing the Apple, he used to mention clearly, after getting out of the school, he used to mention his name. Even though by that time there was no full-fledged social media, he used to roam in the streets and mention about the new thing about the technology. He created his own brand name among the US. That is why when he decided to start the Apple, the people recognized this is from this person, means definitely the product will also be good. Dear students, see that one, how you have to develop that one. That is the first quality of a professional person, especially coming to an entrepreneur. Even in your career, you want to develop your career in future. So now itself you can create. Now, in case of MBA, most of the recruiter used to see only in the LinkedIn. In our college, it is going on. They are not asking you their profile. Don't send their profile, send your LinkedIn. That's all. They are sending only the LinkedIn link and they are seeing everything. Don't share your profile, don't share your biodata. Simply send your LinkedIn profile, that is the link. We will see. Dear students, see that one. Not only foreign ventureship, even if you want to develop your career, what you have to do? Create a brand. You are a brand for you. It will develop. It is not easy to develop a brand within 1 hour. It takes 5 years time, 6 years time. So after 5 years only you are going to develop. By this time, you have to start a strong foundation. Okay, that is the first quality. Let us see the remaining qualities. It is purely based upon the psychology today, which was written by the Kevin Koch. He mentioned nicely about a new type of professional qualities we are expecting from the entrepreneurs. He mentioned that one nicely. Let us see what he used to say. First, he mentioned that who is called a professional people? Who is called a professional venturer? Even in my view, who is called a professional person if you are studying in a college or anything? He simply defined the name of the professional. To be the best, you must be able to handle the worst. If you are able to handle the worst situation in a best manner, you are a professional. Dear students, think that one. Whether you are able to create best thing from the worst. It is not only for entrepreneurship or ventureship, even in a personal life. Think about your risk-taking ability. It shows that one. Now you are an energetic person. You are going to do the work at your own. You can't depend upon your parents. You have to stand in your own leg. How you can do? If you are able to do a good things in the worst situation. That is why even some other persons are called true professional in my view, even the COVID warriors. Although as per the mentorship, it is the person who is ready to take risk. Here, even the COVID warriors, they are doing the best work in the worst situation of COVID pandemic. See that one. That is why even these people are called professional. Never assume that only doctors, engineers are professional people. Even you are a professional people. You are a branded person when, if you are able to convert a worst situation into a best situation, you are the right person. Develop that knowledge now itself. It is useful for your future career. You can see some of the women entrepreneurs mention nicely about that one. After seeing this Vinit Nair as well as the psychologist view, this run from 2020 and 2021, Falguni Nair, who is the CEO of the Nair.com, what she mentioned, think big, but start small. Your vision should be very big. We have discussed in case of Dosawala. His vision was big. He never disclosed, but he started in a small manner. Now he is making hunger-free nation. He is feeding the people in slum in Dharavi at free of cost. Think that one. Here you can see the Sabina Chopra, who is the co-founder of the another portal, Yatra.com, first travel portal in India. The most courageous act is to start. Never think. Try to start in a small manner. You will maybe a winner. Even in case of any work, never think too much. Start immediately. You are able to overcome the challenges. This is mentioned by the founder of the Studio Red, Rohini. Dear students, see the definition of a professional people. How these people changed. How these ventures are coming out. It is helpful for you, even in your personal life. Whether you are taking the challenge, whether you are able to do immediately, whether you are able to do your best in the worst situation. Next aspect is, who is your customer? In business people, when I am teaching marketing to my MBA student, I will say a different definition. But now I am going to say different one. This is mentioned by the Lee clearly. If you want to do any business, you must know your customer. Customer means you have to give respect. Of course, employees first, customer second. The second person you have to give importance is customer. Even if you are selling any product, you have to give importance. Who is called the customer? It is not a person who is buying regularly. That is by the BCom or MCom people or even MBA students. But he changed the meaning of the customer for even as college students. What he mentioned, you can see he simply defined a person in front of you is a customer. A new definition he has given. I think one slide is missing here, don't do. So who is called a customer? A person standing in front of you is a customer. If you assume like that, the entire problem will be solved. You will be a successful person. If you are standing in front of your mother, mother is your customer. That means you have to satisfy your mother. Your mother is asking a question, you have to satisfy. For me, now you are the customer. For you, I am your customer. If everybody used to think like that, you are able to achieve the customer satisfaction. That is what he mentioned. A new change. Even if you are in the college, if you are talking with your friend, assume that your friend is your customer. Whatever she is asking, you have to satisfy. If you think like that, there will be a change. That is essential in the present world of business, not only in the business, but also in your personal life. That is what the Alibaba founder. Who is this person? Come on, students. The person who is
Sir,
beating
Jack
the...
Ma, I don't remember.
Yes, you are absolutely correct. Jack Ma. Jack Ma was a very big person. He studied English. He was a teacher once upon a time in China. When he started the business called Alibaba.com, he used to expand his business to South Africa. And he sent some of the teams to South Africa and everybody returned. Sir, South Africans are not ready to accept our values. We can't have a business in South Africa. Jack Ma told, don't worry, I am going to market my product. They laughed. We are all the people in that locality. How you are able to go and satisfy the Africans? He had taken a challenging one. He entered into Johannesburg, then to Cape Town. In Johannesburg, what happened in South Africa? He launched the Alibaba.com. The people doesn't know the internet, all these things, South Africans. And the crowds shouted. What they shouted? Are you ready to dance with us? They never asked about the product, whether you know about the African style, whether you know about us. Are you ready to dance with us? Jack Ma was terribly shocked. But the Jack Ma reply was, yes, I am ready to dance with you. Dear students, see that one. He assumed everybody as a customer. He started dancing. The people came with Alibaba.com and that is with Jack Ma. They are all astonishing. Why Jack Ma is going to dance? Yes, he was ready to dance. He danced with the people. They realized that this person is with us. That is why Alibaba entered into that camp. Why I am telling you must know the customer satisfaction. You have to satisfy. Even in case of the another example, once he returned, Jack Ma was the chief architect. He was the chief person in the Alibaba.com. He is considered as the CEO. But what happened in the annual day celebration, even the chairman of the Alibaba.com entered into the place with a dance. It never means that you have to dance. The purpose is you must understand the customer and satisfy them. That is why I am telling, even in the last batch, I used to tell, dance like Jack Ma. Why I am telling dance like Jack Ma? It never means that you have to dance. It means that you have to understand the customer. So, this is the very good principle they created. This is a very good example. So, you must know how to dance like Jack Ma. It is not dancing. How your customer should be satisfied. Likewise, another example, I think the famous musician A.R. Rahman. When he was called in US, he went there in the Times Square in your very big place. Huge crowd was there. Suddenly, one American called him. You are very good in India. Are you able to sing a song for an American? In English, I am ready to accept that you are a good musician. Are you able to compose the music and sing a song in English? He shouted. You know what he did? He accepted the challenge. Yeah, Rahman accepted the challenge. Yes, I will do. I will satisfy you. Dear students, see that one. By the time The brand image of the A.R. Rahman increased. The Americans ready to accept. Has been later on awarded the biggest prize that you know, which was the award received by the A.R. Rahman in film industry. Yes, Oscar award. See, that one leads to be an Oscar. Likewise, same thing happened for the Lata Mangeshkar. When she was in London, they organized a big music concert. Lata lived in England in the very big palace. So in that palace view, British people were there. Same challenge has been given. Madam Lata, we are ready to hear you. We are going to compose a music. Are you able to sing with us? She did it. See that one. How you have to satisfy the customer, dear students. So you must know how to dance like Jack Ma, sing like Lata Mangeshkar, compose like A.R. Rahman. It never means doing the music. You have to understand the customer. Very important. Next skill is you are able to sell your skills nicely. How to sell your skills? You are having nice skills. Psychology students are having nice skills. Computer science students are having nice skills to create app. Biotechnology students and life science students are having the skill to create a new lab items, new product. How to sell? Same thing happened for the Bill Gates. I hope I already told one day. In case of Bill Gates example, when he started the Microsoft, he was not having the money. He asked the money with the venture capital. He approached the venture capital for money. So these people asked, oh, Mr. Gates, your idea is very good, but you are going to start a very big business. But are you able to organize a very big business? How you will do? The reply from Gates was entirely different. He mentioned, I will appoint only a lazy person in Microsoft. The entire crowd laughed, but Gates gave a nice definition. He told, the reason is only lazy person will do smart work. It never means that you should be lazy. You should be able to do a smart work. Even if, as a student, you are able to do a smart work. He did it. He achieved that one. That is why we have to respect such thing, able to do the work smartly. Likewise, here next concept he mentioned is always deliver more than expected. More expectation is essential. You have to do something more. How you can do the more things? That is very important. Let us see, which means the quality. Quality never means product should have the quality, but what you are saying should be there. Let us see for both these things. Example, this person. Who is this person? I already asked once. You told this person. He is the owner of HCL. Yes, anybody? HCL, chairman. Yes. Okay, this is the Shivanada. You can see he created a number of products, but every week he used to sit with the kids who are living in the slum in Mumbai, feeding them, joining hands with them. That is how he created a professional value with brand image. He can sit in his home in an AC room and have a nice food in star hotels, but you can see the chairperson, what values he used to create. Every week he used to spend. Likewise, what is the meaning of communication in business? It never means that you have to write properly like that. It is entirely different. I think some journalism students are also here. They may disapprove with me. So don't mistaken me. The communication means here how you are making the things to do. In case of Ola example, when the Ola model came, this Bhavesh Agarwal used to communicate with the people, around 200 drivers in Mumbai. You know, in case of Mumbai, they used to speak Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, and different slangs of Hindi, even Telugu, Tamil, Kannadam also. He studied everything and he convinced the people. That is the communication style in entrepreneurship. Can see that one. Like follow the exceptional guiding principle. Yeah, I think you know about this. Now she is not the chairperson, the previous chairperson of the Pepsi and Co. Whenever she used to communicate and inform the people, she used to follow a different one. She used to inform the people with peace, that is planet first, that is sustainability. People, the people who are living, then only she used to give importance for the product. Dear students, see that one. Whatever the letter she used to mention, the planet, we had to sustain the planet, then the people, then only the product. Likewise, she used to give the respect to others. Next important thing, praise others. As an entrepreneur, even as a school-going student, even if you are in college, you must know how to praise others. You can see a small kid, when you are seeing a small kid, what she is telling, Lord, thank you for being with me in my darkest days. In kids, we used to practice, but when you are coming to the career level, we forget that one, but we have to follow that one. Same thing is followed by Sundar Pichai. You can see in this example. Praise them, others. Share your knowledge with the others. Here you can see Satya Nadella. How he is sharing the knowledge with others. You may gain more, but you are able to share your knowledge. That is how you are able to make a professional. Another important thing, you must know how to say thank you. In business, it is very important. Any customer may reject. If a customer rejects, you have to say thank you. Never fight with the customers. That is, you can see in case of the Ambani. He's a very big person, how he is giving the thanks, greetings to others. Try to follow. Now itself we can start. You can see your values. Never coming with ego. Leave the ego out. If you started doing this, if you practice that one in future, you are able to succeed. That is why even in case of students, we used to say same thing. If you are late, you have to say, thank you for waiting for me. If you are so sensitive, thank you for being accepting me. If you are talking inside the class, when we are shouting, thank you for listening to me. See the thank you leadership style. Dear students, this is the core thing in business. Even in case of your home, your mom is cooking, and if she is giving a nice food, thank you, mom. Say that one, how your mother will recognize you. When your dad is buying a new thing and giving to you, thank you, dad. See that one. When your brother is giving you some gift, say thank you. You are practicing to others, but it should come down in every way. Another important quality, you must know how to smile. Business, even though you are having number of sorrows and hesitation, whenever a person is in front of you, you must know how to smile. See the smiling of Bill Gates. Dear students, that is why I used to tell, dance like Jack Ma, smile like Bill Gates, but sing like Lata Mangeshkar. That style you have to develop. If you develop by this time, you are able to achieve your business within near future. Your personal quality only speak in business. Even in your career, In future, you may be appointed in any organization. Your personal characteristics are very, very important thing. There should not be any enemy. There should not be any friend. Make a smile. So you have to dance like Jack Ma. Smile like Bill Gates. But sing like Lata Mangeshkar or A.R. Rahman, Indian. That is the simple professional style needed at the present level. You can see how even the big beast, the Ambani, created a smiling one. In 2021, the Ambani group created a nice theme park in Navi Mumbai. They decided to open the Navi Mumbai theme park. They are very big persons. They might have called president or prime minister or any ministers from any country. But what they did, Neeta Ambani did what, to open the theme park, that too during the Christmas Eve, she called 4,000 underprivileged children in Mumbai. She never invited the celebrities. She never invited politicians. She invited 4,000 underprivileged children. Dear students, see, that is how their professionalism come out. Even though they are having a big house, everything, why people recognize them as a professional? Because of their activity. She called along with her doctor. 4,000 kids in the slums have been called. They have given the shelter, food, everything. And she asked them to open. She used to see the smile from others. Smiling from the customer creates some feelings. That is the feeling of the professional people. You are able to create such a professional feelings. This is essential for any human being, even in empower others. We have discussed nicely the story of the Flipkart, how they empowered the customers. Even the first president Abdul Kalam, how he used to empower the kids wherever he used to go. Even we are able to remember that person. Even though he is a highly educated person, is ruling a country, but even by the time he used to calm down and make that one. Likewise, she is another example, Chitra Ramakrishnan, who is a managing director of the National Stock Exchange, who created business for most of the entrepreneurs. They were not having money. She called, come to the exchange. We will give you capital. Because of that, startup started in India. Another thing, you should be an ethical one. Whoever may be the professional people, you have to create the ethical anyway. That is why professionalism also comes that the world is not only for humans. I think you know this concept, the robo. You are able to respect the sustainability in business, be ethical. You are an impactful entrepreneur. Even you are an impactful student. That is the today's story. So, dear students, simply speaking, professional values are needed for an entrepreneur. Not only for him, but for you also. So, simply try to dance like Jack Ma. Smile like Bill Gates. Sing like A.R. Rahman. It means that Jack Ma's story is how he understands the customers. Go according to the customer. The person who is standing in front of you is a customer. Smile like Bill Gates, whatever may be the situation. Even your friends are shouting, smile. The smiling will lead. Even you can see the Mother Teresa quote. It is like that. Then sing like A.R. Rahman. Sing like an Indian. It means that what is the challenge he has taken in the Times Square in New York, in US. How he achieved that one? Take the risk. You are a successful person, even the successful student. With this, we will conclude. Now we will have a break for 10 minutes. You will join by 3 o'clock with the case discussion. It is your time by 3 o'clock. We'll have a nice break, have a nice coffee, and have a nice snacks. Come with an energetic manner. I am going to see the entire team of energy in you. You have to dance like Jack Ma, smile like Bill Gates, sing like A.R. Rahman. Thank you. We'll meet once again. Bye.
Thank you,
you, sir.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.